So we're good to go in race number 2 of the PUIG Women's America's Cup. It's Group A, the America's Cup teams. Race 1 by Athena Pathway, Great Britain.
American Magic and the Kiwis jibing back into the dirty air as well. So the British might get the whole shot here.
Race 2, Group A, PUIG Women's...
Restart penalty France and restart penalty Switzerland.
America's Cup, and guess what? They may have been off their foils, but they're first out of the gate. Athena Pathway, Great Britain, big save.
Athena Pathway kept their eye on the prize and nailed it. They were 26 metres back, but who cares? They are leading the fleet in race 2.
Big step change coming.
Yeah, touching the pressure in 5.
15 knots.
Swiss team digging their way back in, and also the French team, after being off the foils there at the start, also re-accelerating and now actually up into 3rd position, which is great news for them.
I will. Board up. Speed all the time here.
Yeah, can I go? Boundary in 10. Copy. Going forward down. Okay, 12.5 knots here. Right hand shift. Quite a lot of fluid here all the time, hand.
Yeah.
Coming up.
About 30 seconds off the line.
Are we all right wind-wise this way, or do we
At
need
the
to time?
moment, we should go for it.
Yeah, let's go.
Stand by. We're down in 2.
Tash Bryant, Hannah Diamond trimming for her behind.
Slow time. Bad plan.
Couple of wobbles there through that jibe.
Big rescue. All the way up.
Touchdown. Left it too late to get back into that pressure. I think the British team, can they dig the boat back out? The Swiss team.
I got you.
I need to avoid.
Swiss team are actually the giveaway boat here, so they will need to go up around the back of the British, which they do.
My bad, girls. Good job.
So they're almost on lay line. Almost on lay line, the Swiss team, so
will be early tuck.
big gains there for Alinghi Red Bull Racing. Sailing down that boundary in pressure, then just making a last-ditch run for that gate, so they'll be smart to possibly even jibe while they still can here in pressure and get back into that breeze on the left-hand side looking upwind.
Another indicator of how clean and efficient you must be in the AC40 to avoid losing a place and valuable points. Oh! Hang on a moment, spoke too soon. Alinghi Red Bull Racing off the foils. There goes Athena Pathway, Great Britain. Oh, they're struggling to get around the mark. Watch out who's coming in. Orient Express and L'Oreal Racing.
Could be a full restart here, Stephen, of this race with sailing into this lighter pressure, breeze blowing down from up the top. Whoever can stay on their foils here will potentially win the race, as the Italians are coming to the bottom.
5 knots of wind pressure down here. Impossible to get going.
Wait for it, wait for it. How are the Italians handling it?
No problem, siamo nella zona con più vento.
Oh, it's a foiling graveyard at the bottom end of the course here. The Americans, what can they do? They're going to be sailing into this light air pressure as well. It's going to be a race back to the left-hand side of the course, back into that pressure.
Let's go displacement around
Americans
the
are down.
Oh
no!
We're down. Can.
Luna Rossa Prada Rally, for me, are launched.
And everybody in the shore crew breathes a sigh of relief.
For drop and 3, 2, 1, board down. Saranno gli inglesi. Vai. Entering. E board down. Come siamo messe? Vai dritta così, DMG.
Yeah, easy cross for Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli.
So they will sail up into that new pressure before the other boats around them, so expect them to extend. The other teams sailing across to that light air section, which we've been able to identify with the wind field, but they should also be able to see that with their eyes.
We're definitely seeing 2 different winds fighting against each other on this tiny racetrack. It's going to be a massive gear shift. 15 knots of breeze at the top of the course.
Oh, on a massive vent there. Got too high on the foils. Luna Rossa, the British now will just sail straight past them. Enough breeze though for Luna Rossa Prata Pirelli to immediately refoil, but they've lost about 6 or 8 boat lengths in that manoeuvre.
Big righty. Press into it. Yes. Yeah, whenever you're...
Okay, bad wave here. Right.
No.
Stand by. 2, 1, forward down.
Siamo a 14 nodi.
Big foil vent has meant that this race is now back on again, so a solid lead and thrown away by Luna Rossa Prata Pirelli, but they are still in the hunt. They need to keep sailing well.
Giulia Conti, the real leader in that team. She's a 3-time Olympian. I even raced against her back in 2004. Really solid, experienced performer, world champion in the women's skiff class. Has brought a calmness to this young team.
So the
Most strange to high performance sailing, that's for sure. Just sailing into some really light air down the bottom here. You see American Magic still parked.
So the weather conditions play havoc in race number 2, but we get a winner, and it's a different winner this time. It's going to be a slow finish to Luna Rossa Prata Pirelli, but they get across the line.
Massive wind shift, I think, Shirley.
Yeah, it's coming off the shore, and that's why they really struggle to get across the line there.
Gee whiz, this may be a full transition shutdown here. This could throw the race on its head. You can see there a complete shutdown, transition zone and new wind direction. Athena Pathway here, caught in between 2 breezes. This could throw the race wide open as they come into the finish. 2 breezes fighting each other. Which one will win out, we will see shortly.
So Athena Pathway, Great Britain, might have to get the paddles up, but look out who's coming in at pace. Will they hit it? Alingi Red Bull Racing. Hold on here. Points on offer, and oh boy. Wait for it.
They'll just sail straight into no breeze here, and they just coast past with their boat speed. Absolute transition zone here.
And they are just going to just hopefully get past. My word, how quickly has that changed in a blink?
It'll be the boats possibly even coming from behind that might be the biggest gainers here, depending on what happens. But
Alingi Red Bull Racing have passed Athena Pathway, Great Britain, but are they going to get there? It looks close, but let's take a look at the nose and where the finish line is, and we'll tell you. That's how close it is. Holding, waiting. Yes, Alingi Red Bull Racing take position 2 in race number 2.
It is crazy weather here, almost 180 degrees different to what we have at the other end of the course. This breeze coming off the land.
Probably want to get quite through this line, so don't get
Keep pressing there.
possibly some of these other teams in risk of timing out if they can't get from the top mark down through this transition zone. Athena Pathway inching their way across the line there.
Make sure we don't drift back through.
might be tempting.
So confirmation of a result in race number 2 of the PUIG Women's America's Cup that has been called a win to Luna Rossa Prata Pirelli, followed by Alingi Red Bull Racing, and then Athena Pathway Great Britain are confirmed in position number 3.